Guys, welcome back. One thing we haven't done for a while is have a look at some products. So I was actually sent this very kindly by Absolute Black a while ago. What is it? I see, or I hear you ask. It's a ceramic carbon pulley cage, and it's something that I was really interested in checking out. So I reached out to them and just asked whether I could get hold of one, and they very kindly sent this to me because it looks awesome, and you can see why it's called a hollow cage. Obviously you can see that the rear there is that missing shape where you would normally find one of the jockey wheels on the rear mech, which is very cool. And then look, the reason I love it so much is the color of it as well. So I have a nice kind of rainbow colored chain as well, and this, I'm hoping you can see, is gonna match that perfectly. That looks awesome. Like, I love the color of it. It comes in this box. It was all wrapped up, so perfectly well delivered. It's a single piece. Let me read some stuff to you. A silent X-ring pulley, so it's meant to be very quiet. Revolutionary monoplate carbon cage. So this is a single piece of carbon fiber that creates I guess the single piece that the jockey wheels themselves are attached to, and two bespoke full ceramic bearings, and that sits within the lower kind of jockey wheel. I thought, first impressions, it looks amazing. Like, it's really cool. It's super lightweight. It's not cheap though. These are £430. And I'm hoping, because I'm going to whack this on my bike and I'll show you some pictures once I do of what that looks like, and it's going to match my chain, which is, I can't wait for it. I'm going to put it on the Cervelo, not the Cervelo, with the Cinelli. Don't have a Cervelo. So it's going to go on the Cinelli, and I'm really looking forward to it. What I like about it is, it just looks really cool, so it's definitely going to add some panache to the bike build, which is, you know, when you're building a bike, that is kind of 9/10 of the battle, really. Really, I mean, it looks great, and that was like basically the whole point of trying to get hold of it. I think it's going to look awesome. I'm hoping that I don't have to readjust the chain length on my bike. I did, when I measured my chain out, it was kind of like a kink or two like loose. It hasn't really come off at all, but I definitely feel like I'm not going to have to readjust my chain length, or I hope I'm not anyway, so we'll see. There are guides. There's a guide online as to how you fit it, or you can take it to a bike shop and they'll fit it for you, but I am going to give it a go myself, and then let's drop some photos up for you guys of what that looks like once it's fully built. I will say that you might be able to see that the wheels themselves at the moment don't really look like they spin very well, and I was a bit curious about this because obviously the first thing you do is grab it and then spin them, and the wheels that I have on the moment, I've got a Shimano Ultegra, I think it's like 80/50 mechanical rear mech. The wheels, the jockeys on them, you can just like spin them and they'll just spin for hours. Now, I went online just because I was like, is that normal? And there is a whole video on their website, Absolute Black website, that explains why they are not kind of free spinning and kind of not just quite, and something to do with like the tension on the chain and so you're not losing any watts. Like, don't panic, you're not going to lose any watts. And in fact, they do make a claim that the way that these ceramic bearings inside this are created, that in actual fact you end up saving. So there you go, guys. That's the first thing. That was my first thing that kind of sprung to mind. But look at this. I really hope that that comes in and you can just see how cool that looks. And I'm very much looking forward to getting it on the bike. I watched the video a few times, hoping it's not going to be too hard. So let's let's get it done. Let's kind of finally swap it out. But I just wanted to show you what this kind of first look at this really nice product looks like, with some pics of it on my lovely custom build.